90 Day Fiancé star Mike Youngquist's current relationship status with girlfriend Sara has been revealed after his announcement that he had become a new dad. Mike and Natalie Mordatseva had met through mutual friends while both were going through divorce. Mike and Natalie broke up in 90 Day Fiancé Season 8, but Natalie came to the U.S. on a K-1 visa despite their differences. While Natalie married Mike in April 2020, she dumped him by December that year. Natalie dated Josh Weinstein on-off for the next 3 years but kept going back to Mike, especially when she wanted a baby. Mike refused to take Natalie back as he was happy in a relationship with mystery woman Sara. Mike's public spotting reveals whether they're still together. 90 Day Fiancé _Alexa reposted a Reddit post that revealed Mike's current location and relationship status. The photo was shared by a Redditor who spotted Mike at Costco in Sequim earlier today. The Reddit user confirmed that Mike was not alone at the supermarket. He was accompanied by Sara on their shopping trip. The fan revealed that they seemed to be into each other and were light and playful. The 90 Day Fiancé viewer also noted that Mike is super tall in person. They added that they were glad Mike had found happiness after Natalie. What Mike still being together with Sara means for Natalie after Josh split. Why didn't Sara dump married man Mike yet? Mike met Sara in December 2022. He spoke about having someone special in his life during the 90 Day. The Single Life Season 4 tell-all. Mike convinced everyone that he was committed to Sara and wished to get married to her since she was a great match for him. However, for that to happen, Mike needed to divorce Natalie. He served Natalie the papers through co-star Debbie Johnson. Natalie refused to sign them, and there is still no official confirmation of Mike and Natalie's divorce. Natalie is afraid that the divorce could lead to her getting deported. Natalie had kept Mike as a backup, which was revealed when she went to him asking for a baby after realizing Josh never wanted to have kids with her. Mike didn't wait for Natalie to come back either. He made his relationship with Sara Instagram official in June 2023 and soon became a father figure to Sara's dog. Mike and Sara completed 2 years of being together in December 2024. It's commendable that Sara has stayed with Mike, even though he is still married to his estranged wife. Our take on Mike still going strong with Sara despite Natalie's marriage. Did Natalie go back to Mike after Josh split? If roles were reversed, and it was Natalie in Sara's place, she wouldn't have liked that Mike was still married on paper to his ex-wife. Sara's maturity is revealed through her decision to be with Mike, and the same can never be said about Natalie. It's possible that Natalie tried to reconcile with Mike after her split with Josh on 90 Day, the last resort. However, Mike's love for Sara is unwavering. 90 Day Fiancé star Mike and Sara's being into each other, even when the cameras aren't watching, speaks volumes about them as a couple. I've been watching how 90 Day Fiancé star Natalie Mordatseva is ensuring that Mike Youngquist never gets to taste true happiness. I first saw Natalie in 90 Day Fiancé Season 7 promos. She had the most striking eyes with the blonde hair belonging to a doll. Natalie had met Mike through their mutual friends, but they couldn't have been any different from each other. I thought Mike and Natalie were the definition of opposites attract when it came to their relationship, as they had height, religious, and dietary differences. Natalie still wanted a baby with Mike even before coming to America. She conveniently forgot about it when she came to live with him in Sequim. The baby seemed to have been a storyline that Natalie created for when any of her relationships needed some drama. She even went back to Mike in the Single Life Season 4, asking him to impregnate her. Natalie is that shameless. Trish was right all along. Natalie used Mike for a green card. Natalie had thrown her engagement ring at Mike as he packed his bags at the end of the Ukraine trip in the finale. Natalie wanted nothing to do with Mike, and she even accused him of cheating during the Season 7 tell-all. Natalie claimed Mike had cheated on her. The woman was named Sara, and Mike had stayed with her the night before Sara's own wedding. I recall Natalie concluding that Mike and Sara had slept together. Sara appeared during the tell-all of Season 8 and quickly made it clear that Natalie's accusations stemmed from her own paranoia. Natalie had supposedly seen Mike shirtless on that night when she had video called him, and she could hear Sara taking a shower in the background. Natalie and Mike were over during the season 7 tell-all. Yet Mike did not pull the K-1 visa application and Natalie was granted permission to come to America. If Natalie didn't love Mike anymore, she would have decided to skip the US move. But she came anyway because it had always been about marrying an American man to Natalie. She didn't care who she was marrying. Watching Mike giving his own fiancée the cold shoulder for an entire season and refusing to return the ring to her gave me secondhand embarrassment. Natalie kept pleading to Mike for the ring. He also called off their wedding at the last minute. However, Mike made the biggest mistake of his life by marrying Natalie out of guilt just a day before her K-1 visa was about to expire. Mike had canceled his wedding because his mother, Trish, had told him to do so. Mike's mother, Trish, was very vocal about her dislike for Natalie and often expressed her frustration on the show. I recall Mike being called a mama's boy and being compared to Colt Johnson. However, Trish had a nagging feeling that Natalie was taking advantage of her son. She got her told you so moment when Natalie left Mike to go date other people in a different state. I agreed with Trish calling Natalie a snake because Trish believed that Natalie primarily came to America to secure a green card and had no genuine intention of building a life with Mike. Natalie found a new boyfriend. Maybe she's trying to make Mike jealous. Natalie left Mike within 3 or so months of marrying him. All that drama of wanting to marry Mike was just so she could continue to live legally in the US by becoming his wife. If I'm not wrong, Natalie never really told Mike why she was splitting with him. She was never clear about it because there was no reason for her to break up. Natalie had never had any feelings of love towards Mike. She wanted to date other people and probably find someone better to replace Mike with. For that to happen, Natalie had to get out of Sequim, which she did. Natalie went to St. Petersburg in Florida, and it's where she met her current love interest, Josh, after a series of failed dates with a man named Johnny. Natalie saw that Josh was single and the CEO of a modeling agency. What more could a woman who wanted to become a model and actress want? Natalie started rubbing her new man in Mike's face. To me, it was easy to see that even Josh was not Natalie's numero uno choice. Natalie is refusing to divorce Mike. Will Mike ever be able to marry his new girlfriend? Natalie could have chosen to date someone better than Josh after she broke up with him on 90 Day. The Single Life Season 3, but she didn't. Natalie had dumped Josh for refusing to give their relationship a label and to give her a baby. Yet Natalie kept using the car Josh gave her and lived in the apartment he was paying for. Natalie was perhaps going to stay put until Josh didn't call for his girlfriend. For that to happen, Natalie had to get divorced from Mike. So far, I have not come across any news report confirming that Natalie and Mike have been divorced. Mike let Natalie take advantage of him for all these years, but now, Mike has a girlfriend he's been with for 2 years. Mike wants to marry Sara, but can't since Natalie is still not signing the divorce papers and letting him move on. She was worried she would get kicked out of the country if she signed. The 90 Day Fiancé star's self-absorbedness will ensure that Mike never feels an iota of happiness ever, as long as she is around. Subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Always be the first to get news. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, USA Celebrity Corner 24. Thank you for watching.